this is Karen's weekend warm-up for the dates of August 18th, August 19th, and August 20th. Welcome back, all subscribers. You might be really interested in this reading because we're going into the eclipse, the solar eclipse. So if you want to know more about the energy that we go into with the solar eclipse, let's talk about this reading, okay? Yes, you have the Lovers reversed. Now, I don't see that as a huge, I don't really see that as a problem, because I'll tell you why. It's because here in this situation, people are enjoying their freedom, their personal freedom, and they're dating, but they're not getting serious. Now, that doesn't sound like a problem to me. It also could be married couples, and they're not displaying the lover's traits. So they're not. Maybe it's the end of a relationship. Maybe it's a divorce, that kind of thing. But there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You pulled the Two of Cups card here in the final position. So either divorce people are going to meet up with somebody that does ring your bell, and or singles that like. The Emperor being in the near future position talks about it could be a patriarchal influence in your life. Could be your father or the energy of a man that is an authority figure or a father. This does not necessarily have to speak of a love relationship. It could actually be people around you or people that you work with, that kind of thing. The World reversed above you is talking about that things aren't exactly going your way, but that's just for the now. We're talking about 3-period day, so maybe if you're students, you're okay with not being around or having a forever relationship because you're concentrating on getting through school, that kind of thing. Now, the Six of Coins in the past, this is the Six of Coins in the past, this is the relationship, this is the past relevant to the situation. This talks about somebody who is so well off that they can give to they can give to their pet charities, preserve the wildlife, that kind of thing, preservation of wildlife, clean, non-GMO foods, that kind of thing. They're an activist. They could be an activist, but they have enough havingness where they give to rounded organizations, that kind of thing. So to me, it could be people that are in, come from moneyed background, and they're trying to get their own footing in this world. Maybe the relationship that came out of had money associated with it, but again, the World card being upside down, things aren't going as successfully as you wanted them to. That's your present time card, But a lot of times this could be the end of a breakup, or it's like a known transition. So you're not caught without, you've known about this transition for a while. The Knight of Cups talks about the knight in shining armor that comes into your life. See, so like I said, this could possibly be a brand new relationship after coming out, after getting devastated, basically getting the wind knocked out of you. So that is a good space. And the Queen of Coins and the power and position This is, yeah, that's the, that's the older female, could be a mother figure. She takes care of everybody. She nurtures everybody. She's got, her kitchen smells lovely, maybe just on the weekends because she works too. So she's one of those people that does everything well. She's a professional, but then she comes back home and she cooks for her partner. She can cater events. She can be social, gadabout. So she's one of those assets that everybody wants to have in the corner. And she's smart, meaning when the chips are down, you can always cry on her shoulder. The only thing about this particular individual is that they might not necessarily attend to their needs. Maybe they're last on their list. The Four of Cups reversed talks about how this is a good sign because this is either you or the people around you, your friends and family. This may be how people see you, but this is a good token because you're not going to miss an opportunity. You're actually going to, because Four of Cups is a missed opportunity, unreversed or upright. When it's reversed like this, this means you won't miss an opportunity. You know, you will see the silver lining. So that's a wonderful card to see in this reading for the weekend. The seven, when you see sevens and you pulled the other day, prior to the 17th, you saw 2-7 cards. This you've only seen one. And just talking about being bored in your working environment, that kind of thing. Oh, no. This is when the farmer attends to his crops and he awaits the successful yielding of those crops. So, but when it's reversed, it's not, but see, this is your hopes and fears. It's not successful. So you think that at the last minute somebody's going to come along and take your thunder. I really think that's a fear because you definitely inherit the Two of Cups. And this is wonderful for you people that are looking for the forever relationship or partnership. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but since you pull it on the weekend, I'm just assuming people want to know about a love relationship. But again, it can be one of those valuable platonic friendships that last a whole lifetime. Yay! Now, the Emperor in your near future, again, that's an older gentleman. It's not, so if you're not mature people, maturely aged people, then that could be speaking of maybe somebody's coming up to help you on campus like your father, or maybe you know of somebody who's giving you good counsel, that kind of thing. Or maybe you're of that age where you're glad to see the Emperor. The Emperor talks about stability. It talks about structures of law and that kind of thing. So the Emperor values organization. This is card when it comes up means that either you're ungrounded in some way, or maybe you're a bohemian and you need to get some marketing techniques, so that your business can flourish. Maybe you're an idea person and you need somebody to help you ground your ideas. So that's the Emperor comes up. That's the person that's going to help you bring your ideas into fruition. Maybe he's the backer, maybe he's a money backer, but anyway, when you see the Emperor, and that's not your strong suit, being organized, but you have crazy good ideas, like you're an artist, this is a valuable asset for you. he does all the mental thinking that maybe you don't like to do. Maybe he does all the finances where you get to be immersed in your craft. So, but with the world reversed, this talks about, oops, but it's just in the present time. See how it flips up? This could mean that you're not world traveling right now, or maybe you're in some kind of, I don't really see those cards that suggest that you're in repose, meaning it's not the Hermit. We're not pulling the Hermit cards here, so I don't see that there's inaction. I see maybe that weekend you're going to take some valuable time off to rest and repose, relax. The Lovers, again, card, that's the significator, you, it's reversed. So again, coming out of a relationship that didn't quite suit you, or you're just dating right now, so maybe you just stopped dating somebody that you were hoping something was going to turn out, but it doesn't look like it gelled. They weren't particularly right for you. The Six of Coins, and then again, in the past relevant to the future, you could be individuals, or you who are altruistic. You could give to the wildlife sanctuary, preservation funds. You could, you could do that on a small scale. You could clean out your closets and give away your clothes to charity. So that was in the future relevant to the now position. And maybe you downsized your wardrobe so that when you meet your significant other, they have a place to put their clothes in your closet. I know how nature abhors a vacuum. When we feng shui some of our living space, we're making room not just for material objects, but for people in our lives. Kind of a cool space, huh? And sometimes when people get nervous, they start cleaning and disposing of things that they don't need. It could go along with a breakup. Four of Cups. So now I'm going to go card by card, listening to put a little practical twist on the reading for the day. And again, if whenever you're looking into your tarot readings for your particular signs, make sure that you check out your rising sign, because we're all a blend. When we're born, we all are blended. You can't just look at your sun sign and think you're going to get an accurate reading, one that speaks to you. So anytime that you have a question about, that doesn't really sound like me, then reject it and look at your rising sign. If you don't know what a rising sign is, it's probably the next sign over. So, if you, what was I going to say, Leo. So Leo, Virgo rising would be your rising sign, okay? If you're Leo, Virgo rising. So, depending on when you're born. And if you need a private reading, of course, these are general readings. If you'd like private reading, look at the about information and give me a call, and we'll get that personal reading going for you. So let's go step by step, shall we? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the Knight in Shining Armor. That's your third position. That is the root or basis of the reading. The significator, the Lovers reversed. This talks about when it's upright, it sounds just like it does. You've met somebody, you're thinking about taking it to the next level. When it's turned this way, when it's reversed, that means either it's a breakup or that kind of thing. Or it's just that you're not in the space where you want to be in a commitment. You're not there. You're over here. You're, dating. You're in a dating space. Now the Wheel of Fortune, oh, and I forgot about the Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune crosses you, you are lucky. You lucky, lucky, lucky people. So the luck here could be that you've, let's listen to it psychically. Yeah, so I see it's kind of a having it all card. So I kind of see that this card is choosing a person based on different parameters, and so you've decided in your mind that a particular person is going to be this, because I chose from this barrel over here, and that didn't work out for me. So now you changed your parameters, and here comes somebody to meet, fill the mock-up that you put out. It's a different. You're just not the same things. Aren't your priority anymore. Like you want somebody maybe that can talk to you and that kind of thing. The World reversed in the present time position. They're saying that you felt devastated when somebody left you or something came to an end. And then the Six of Coins, the altruistic card. And they're saying that they have money, but they don't have time to enjoy it. And then the Emperor card in your near future. Good news coming, a solid foundation. Remember how I talked to you about the Emperor was about the structure, and maybe some of your mock-ups weren't coming in because it wasn't time. So this is a solid foundation. Solid foundation for what? So it's a good person, okay? So it's a solid foundation for relationship. And Queen and Coins, that's like the mother card, somebody who's a nurturer in your life, she's a goddess. She's goddess, she's passionate about her career, about the people in her life, about herself. She displays passionate characteristics. Yeah, it's like a really good person that helps you. It could be somebody who just gives you a hand, a hand up, meaning they, help you. Mentor, but in the broadest scope of that, meaning somebody who, a helper. Now, the Four of Cups, it doesn't have to be business. It can definitely be your social life. Four of Cups reversed. Yeah, I heard business proposal, but I heard rejection prior to it, like you were rejected, but then it got overturned, or rejection turned into something positive. Maybe like a book rejection, or yeah, it's just as an offer. And here with the Seven Coins reverse, this talks about usually a farmer who watches, nurtures his crops before they harvest. And this has a feeling of somebody who thinks they're better, kind of than everybody else. But it's in your hopes and fears position. So it could be you don't want another player in your life. And then the Two of Cups is not reversed, so that's a good solid. Yeah, I hear that's a really good person that comes along to sweep you off your feet. Who doesn't like that for a weekend warm-up? Talking about warm-up. So thanks again for being such a delightful and wonderful viewing audience. Until next time, I wish you much light and love. Bye-bye.